Welcome. This is ETS, Energetic Transmission Sessions. I'm Donna Lopez, and this is your February 2017 mid-month energy forecast. So I'm going to begin like I always do, really just talking about what I'm perceiving out in the energy right now at this time. Um, I think most of us have stepped back, calmed down a little bit, and laughed and even disconnected from anything that seemed to be disturbing our peace, let's say, or where we were kind of finding ourselves being entrained into a certain way of thinking. Okay, it's not necessarily helpful or useful to your daily life. You still get up, put one foot in front of the other, and you know, anything that's robbing your joy is something that is useful to step back from and reconnect and reconfigure within yourself. And so, no matter your level of consciousness, I think everyone in some way or another has done that. There are a lot of people feeling frightened, of course, and driving erratically, where their patience is really being tested. Everybody is not everybody. I want to say that there's a lot of people that are very reactionary still, and a lot of this is just due to things that are going on in their personal life, but that are also being affected by the energy that is around us at this time, the confusion or the lack of clarity, or the validation of opinions and ideas. So these are all just tools to help us continue to wake up. And for the layperson that doesn't have this awareness, just have patience. Be tolerant and have patience and love them where they're at. And do the same for yourself. So at this time, I'll go ahead and kind of tap into the field and let's see what's going on. Today is the 15th of February. It's 1:01 p.m. Pacific time. And I'm going to look at Wednesday today, Thursday, and Friday, which is the 17th. I'm looking over at my calendar just in case you want to know. Well, what I'm seeing is a lot of things coming undone. It's like, okay, they're saying that is it's the vortex of the matrix that's being cleared out. You could think of this in terms of when chakras are clogged with lots of information and they just need it cleaned and cleared and decluttered. There is this darkness and this depressive energy that is flowing out, becoming unplugged is what I'm hearing, and flowing out. So we're going to continue to see this flow of illumination is what I'm hearing. And also it is going to be very vital for you to truly listen to your own inner knowing, what you feel is correct for you, and to not be in duality of this is right, that's wrong, and really look at that both are wrong and both are right, and you and not having to choose, not having to choose any, because you're only being with left and right, and that's it. So just allow this cleaning and this decluttering to continue to unfold, because it will continue to unfold for the next 3 days, even though every day, as we know, has been a quite a show. But this will be more of a clearing, and I feel a sense of the veil being lifted, and everybody really truly being able to see who the players are and what's really going on. Uh, I want to say, I'm questioning myself with this, what's truly going on, because we are constantly lifting the veil and learning more, but this will be like the curtain going up, and you really going, oh, now I see what's really happening here. So we will continue to see that, but it will be a lot of clearing and decluttering during these next 3 days. I'm going to look at the 18th to, we'll go to the 20th since it's President's Weekend, and here in the United States anyway. And we'll look and see what the 18th to the 20th has, that 3-day holiday time. And if you're not on holiday, then make it a holiday. All right, let's see. Uh, I feel as though our spiritual life is starting to become more clear. It's as though your spirit, the spiritual part of yourself, they're polishing it and clarifying um, your own spiritual self, your own spiritual connection um, to you, just to you. They are imploring us all to keep our eyes open. Don't shut your eyes to what you don't want to see. Continue to keep your eyes open and see, but also to continue to trust. Because as you keep your eyes open, you learn to just be with the flow of information that's showing up. There is going to be, I want to say, especially around Monday, some opportunities for independent thinking, independent being, coming out of your shell, butterfly getting its wings, freedom, a little bit of freedom, personal freedom. And I feel like I want to do a big breath with that of like, I'm free. This you will begin to recognize the physically what you may have been holding on to, and get more of a breather and actually feel your physiology calming down, relaxing, and realizing the stop, go, stop, go, stop, go state that you've had your flow of life in. Okay, so that is going to be really, really useful. Let's see, and then we want to go from the 21st, which is a Tuesday, to the 24th, which is a Friday, that week. And as I do that, it's like I got global news, global news. We will hear some news from China and from Japan. I know Russia's been in the mix, but China, Japan, and then Russia, I see just a little bit. But China, Japan, and then just Russia, a little bit of information on global news. Also, I'm hearing the word damage. Um, it's sad because I almost feel some grief around some of this energy. It's as though the damage has been done, or that has been done. So there's a bit of a grieving here for the damage that's been done. And a healthier attitude and a healthier reality is clarifying itself. We'll see if there's anything else they want to bring in around any of that. I see some learning, but I also see some unlearning. And in learning how you feel about things, and unlearning how you have felt about things. All of us on a personal level will be, and prioritizing priorities. That's coming to the forefront. So we'll go into the 25th, which is a Saturday, and the 26th of February. I'm seeing people tired. Like, I just can't lift my head up. Like, I just want to. I feel like there's a physical exhaustion that many people will be experiencing. It's okay if you need to sleep longer, lay low. Um, they're saying don't challenge yourself. It's okay if you don't feel like doing anything. Don't do follow the flow of what you're feeling is right for you. If you need to recoup, rest, your body needs to have some healing time, some downtime, go for it, do it. I do hear that on that Sunday, which is the 26th, we'll hear some rather exciting news. Sorry, that's my phone. We'll hear some rather exciting news coming to the forefront. I feel like it will be uplifting. It will be like, we've been waiting to hear this. This is great. It feels empowering, and it feels like it's going to bring everybody's energy back up where it needs to be. And then we're going to look at the 27th and the 28th, which is a Monday, Tuesday in February. And I'm hearing the word shallow. So be aware that you don't behave in a shallow manner. Don't become shallow. I almost feel as though there's some energy around grudges too, around holding grudges, and maybe the temptation to point fingers. But as they say, always look at the three that are pointing back at yourself when you're pointing a finger out. Okay, um, that came from a dear friend of mine. She used to always say that. It's wonderful advice. I also feel that some people are going to be questioning their intellect. Like, how smart am I? What do I really know? Do I know anything? And it's specific to worldviews, even too, which is really interesting. So I want to say that what I'm seeing around all this time, though, this weekend into the end of this Tuesday time, is ripping the Band-Aid off and a healing. Don't take your time pulling it off. It's just going to get ripped off, and now let's just let things heal. And I am also hearing something about being coerced, as though there's something about being coerced, somebody being coerced, or coercions. So however that fits, I'll just put that out there. So now I want to look at from the 15th straight through the 28th, just kind of a flow of what's going to be useful. First of all, they're saying detach from what you've been, from the movie you've been watching, whatever you've been tuning into. Although I see many of you have detached and are not really checking in at all with whatever is playing out, let's say in the world. I see that it's just the screen is blank, but they want to continue us to continue to just let things be. Don't tune in to what's happening around. Just continue to smell the flowers. It's really funny because I know a lot of people are through Facebook are sharing pictures of pets and flowers and trying to lighten the mood. And then there's others who are still out there trying to get a message across, and rather upset that people are choosing the other. And then there's others that are just choosing to do nothing. But it's an interesting time. I do want to say, be aware of your health, any health problems. Specific to the throat area, and of course this is a broad audience, so not to everyone, but be aware. And if you feel something coming on, maybe get it checked out. Maybe it's a little bit more than just a sore throat. Okay. Um, let's see. The overall message I'm getting is clarity of mind. Clarity of mind. And along with that, I almost wanted to say clarity of mind, MINE, but more so like a mind that you would tunnel through to find resources. Um, so it's almost as though they're waking you up to you being clear that that many of us are getting in our own way, trying to tunnel down to really find what's happening, what's really going on. Um, and so you will awaken to this this digging deep, trying to go down into the depths to find answers, and more so have an epiphany of, like, what have I been doing? Like, was this even useful? Because we're really dancing with illusions, all right? So with that, I'm also hearing laughter, of course, and so let's just keep the laughter going. Uh, Continue to trust Source, and namaste, and thank you so much, and have a wonderful rest of the month of February. And thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing. Namaste.